All right, folks, we had a question in the comment section. What will all of the cuts, what will the government shutdown, what will the Trump administration mean for the Black LGBTQ IAPK plus community? I'll just shorthand it as the Black gay community. Nothing good. Nothing good. Many corporations, government agencies, nonprofits had DEI programs that allotted additional points, slots, based on someone's minority status. So if you were a woman, you were considered a check mark. If you were gay, you were considered a check mark. If you were considered black, you were considered a check mark. If you were a veteran, if you were disabled. So for many people who were lesbian, black, disabled, military veterans, you check all the boxes. And therefore, there's an employment advantage over the course of the last 20 years or so. This is why when we look at large-scale government agencies, big corporations, you'll see overrepresentation of LGBTQ individuals, particularly Black LGBTQ individuals, vis-a-vis the rest of the general population. So, President Trump has expressly banned all these programs. Not only has he banned them, he has salted the earth. He has gone after universities, saying you can no longer use these factors in admissions. He's gone after law firms, saying that you will lose government contracts and you will be destroyed by the Justice Department if you use these programs. What does that mean? Over the course of the next 5 to 10 years, because these things are long-term layouts. The reason they did that big purge of federal workers was because they want to insert their own MAGA loyalists into the deep state of America. They created a MAGA deep state so that these things survive far long and past President Trump. But when it comes down to the math, if you start seeing these government jobs go away, if you start seeing major corporation jobs go away, if you start seeing many of these manual labor jobs go away, things that members of the LGBTQ IAPK plus community and the Black community excel at and have economically benefited from, well, the math is the math. Where will the new jobs come from? Where will these people transition into? Not in the short term, because many of these cuts don't really go into place until after the midterm elections in 2026, but come 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030, we're going to see a massive downturn in the economic prospects of gay Black people in America. That all being said, we may see people essentially going back to the Make America Great Again people want, which is where they're back in the closet, where they can no longer express themselves, they can no longer live their lives, they can no longer date or love who they want, because economically, studs are going to have to go back to sundress season and find a husband, because they were the ones who can economically support a family. It will be very difficult for a two same-sex couple household to maintain economically in America, and I think that's not where we want to be at.